Welcome back. This is Tony the Hoofer, running you through uh, Beginner's Guide to Football Manager. Um, we in our last video we offered Andy O'Boyle a mutual termination because we wanted to get him off the books. We can see up here that we've got a new email has come in, and we can see that O'Boyle agrees to contract termination. So we ordinarily, I'd imagine his full payout for the full term would be £240,000. As it is, he's agreeing £120,000. So we'll confirm that, and he's agreed a mutual termination with us. Now we've got space for an extra coach. He was an under 21s fitness coach, which are a little bit tricky to find, but we've got the space regardless. So we'll go back to our training area and our coaches. And last time we realized that we needed a new tactics coach, and we needed a new goalkeeping, a new shot stopping in particular coach. So what we do to find new coaches or new backroom staff at all is we go to the staff area, we go to staff search, and we have a look in here. There's a lot of coaches that we're already familiar with, but what we want to do is we want to find the best ones that we can for the role that we're looking for. So I'm going to choose to add the attribute tactical in here, and we're going to bump it up as high as we can and see if we can find anyone with 20 tactical coaching skill. Now, training players with tactics is a combination of, holy lord, he's good. No, he hasn't. He's got some downfalls. So he's got some great stats here. He's got great defending, or good defending, good mental, excellent technical and tactical, and he's also good at working with youngsters, which is, it comes into play in theory, and that the training that he does will improve youngsters better. Youngsters being under 21 players, I believe. And we'll be looking to have under 21 players involved in the Liverpool squad throughout this campaign, throughout this game. So having a high ranking there is always useful. What his tactics coaching does require, though, is the three other core skills: determination, discipline, and motivating. For that reason, I think he might not be our best option, despite his primary skill being 20, 15, and then a combined 17 on the other two is really bad. If we picked him up, or we went to the very useful FM16 coach calculator website, have a look at it. It's perfect for this. We'd be able to punch these skills in and work out what he'd end up at. I suspect he'll end up at about a 3.5 star, and that's not ideal for us, except that we might be able to use him as a ball control coach, which combines tactical and technical and these guys. And because they're both so high, I think, actually we can check here, ball control. No, it's not. It's technical and mental. But that's still very high. Those two combined with those three, I think he's worth our picking up. We'll have a look. It's fun to try and work out, and normally I would cheat, but let's see if we can get him. No, I definitely don't want you as... Oh, what was his scouting like? His preferred role is as a scout, and he's not a great scout. He's a far better coach than he is a scout. So we'll see if we can, although he wants to be a scout, we'll see if we can get him on as a coach instead. Oh, ow. What I probably should have done, because his preferred role was a scout, is I should have started him at a higher option, at a higher rate, because he'll naturally be inclined to say no. I don't particularly want him as a scout, so I'm going to drop his offer down. If I get him as a scout, fine. If I don't, then that's fine as well. We'll be able to get far better scouts than he for £4,000 a week. Okay, so we've dropped the tactical requirements down to 18. What I might do to speed this along a little is add in a couple of the other attributes that are useful. What are they? Oh no, sorry, not mental. We want mentality, which is different. We want one of the mental things, which it's motivating is the one we want. Attributes, mental, determination. Attributes, mental, discipline. So these are the three core stats for all other for all coaching, all coaches. So we'll set these as 20, 15, 15, 15. If we found a coach who was 20, 16, 16, 16, he would be 5 stars in tactical coaching. We'll drop this down to 15. We still see none there. And what we'll do is we'll drop all values by 1 until we find a coach that matches us. Paul Jenkins has at least 17 and at least 12 in each of these stats. So let's have a quick look at him. He's got 17 tactical coaching. We'll set it to the coaching type that we want, tactics. He's got 17, he's got 12, 17 and 17. That's great. He'll end up at about a 4-star, I believe, and he's a little bit too old to increase his skill. He's already got a Continental A license, so his skill won't increase, but he'll be fine. Let's see if we can prize him away from being the under-21s manager at Middlesbrough. He's very interested to be a coach, and we'll bump his wage up a little bit just to see if we can get him on. We're close to an agreement, so he wanted to extend the contract. That's fine. We're happy with that. Very good. There you go, sir. So hopefully we've got our he may try his current club Middlesbrough may try and renegotiate with him to keep him on their books, but hopefully he'll join us. The next staff member that we needed was a goalkeeping coach. We'll jump back there quickly because I can't remember which type of goalkeeping coach. We wanted a shot-stopping goalkeeping coach. We've got John Achterberg, who's good at handling, and that's a combination of goalkeeping and technical, but we want a combination of goalkeeping and tactics for our next coach. So we'll go back to staff and to staff search. We'll reset this lot. We'll add attributes coaching goalkeepers, and we'll add attributes attributes coaching tactical. Phil Cannon is 15 and 15, but oh my lord, he's a head of youth development, so I don't think he'd like joining us as a coach. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we could potentially get him as a coach. But if we have a look at his stats, that 8 drops him right down. 8, 14, 14. He's great working with youngsters. What we'll do is we'll compare him to our current head of youth development. Wow. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, the most important parts of youth development are their scouting, and with potential scouting of 19, maximum being 20, he's superb. And he's superb with working with youngsters, and he's got good discipline and good motivating, not great determination, but that's fine. I think he could be an amazing head of youth development for us. So I'm going to offer that, despite our already having a head of youth development. We'll bump it up to 2.5 because he's good enough that I don't want his existing club. I think, was he with Fulham? We don't want Fulham renegotiating a deal with him. Oh, maybe he's with no one. Oh, he's a free transfer. Perfect. Okay, so he should sign that, hopefully. But we still need a goalkeeping coach. So let's do like we did before. We'll set the primary stat higher, the secondary stat lower, and we'll slowly scroll down and we'll see what does David Coles think look like. He's 18 there, he's 14 there, 18, 17, 16. Yeah, he's great. He's 51. We'll have a quick check of his PAL. So 18, 14, 18, 17, 16. 18, 14, 18, 14. Okay, the last chap was far better. So we'll see if we can get David Coles away from Bristol City. Approach to sign him as a goalkeeping coach. We'll bump his wage a little bit and we'll suggest the terms. Hopefully we've offered him enough to keep him to prevent Bristol City from upping his wage and keeping him. And those are the two coaches that we wanted, whose positions we wanted filled. And we got a bonus head of youth development in the mix. So we've got that chap there, we've got that chap there. We'll likely let this guy go once we get our other coach along. And yeah, we'll have a nice looking. We'll have four stars across the board, and that's good enough for the beginning of our first season as coach. If we go back to staff, though, we can see that we need a lot of scouts, and we need at least one more physio. I imagine this video has gone on for a decent amount of time now, so we'll save this one up, and we'll be back with the next video where we'll look for some scouts and we'll look for some physios. Hope to see you then.